As the Scandinavian ski season gets into full swing, many slopes are open with heavy snowfall and ideal conditions across much of the region. But only for locals. Almost all international visitors hoping to enjoy a skiing break will be disappointed as the region's COVID-19 restrictions are stepped up to the highest levels seen since the coronavirus was first detected in the region almost a year ago. During 2021, Norway and Denmark have introduced stricter rules on visiting their countries. At the time of writing, only essential travel is allowed, while Denmark has also passed a law to introduce a mandatory quarantine period for the first time. Denmark has also announced the implementation of a digital coronavirus passport to prove vaccination, primarily aimed at business travelers. At present, citizens of all non-EU EEA countries cannot visit the region for the purposes of tourism. Latest coronavirus situation: 2,160 people have died with COVID-19 during the pandemic to date. A total of 199,357 people have tested positive. Entry requirements and restrictions: only people with a worthy purpose can visit Denmark, but all arrivals must show a negative test certificate. A worthy purpose includes starting a job or to visit a partner, but not tourism. The Danish parliament has passed an emergency law change requiring all arrivals to undergo a mandatory quarantine period. Health Minister Magnus Heunicke called the import of new strains of the virus Denmark's Achilles heel. The date of implementation of the quarantine period has not yet been announced. Latest coronavirus situation: 568 people have died with COVID-19 during the pandemic to date. A total of 63,553 people have tested positive. Entry requirements and restrictions: Norway's border is closed to all non-essential travel. The ban also includes many foreign workers with jobs in Norway. This rule is in place until February 12, but may be extended. Anyone arriving in the country, including citizens and residents, must take a mandatory COVID-19 test at the border. In addition, those arriving from so-called red countries, those with a high level of transmission, must present a negative test certificate upon arrival. All arrivals must also undergo a mandatory 10-day quarantine period, with very few exceptions. Those without a place of residence must stay in a specified quarantine hotel. Latest coronavirus situation: 11,815 people have died with COVID-19 during the pandemic to date. A total of 576,606 people have tested positive. Entry requirements and restrictions: non-essential travel to Sweden for those outside the EU EEA is not permitted. Visits from people resident in EU EEA countries are permitted, although there are temporary entry bans in place from Denmark, Norway and the UK until February 14, although this could be extended. Travelers from Brazil, South Africa and the UK are required to present a negative COVID-19 test before entering Sweden.